Hello everyone, I am Riznees from NSTI Dehradun. I am here to present you a topic that is Configured Protocol Security. This topic has been assigned to me by Alok Negi sir, who is Master Trainer from EduNet Foundation, and this topic is being submitted by Riznees Kumar. The basic requirements for doing this activity are: we need a computer with 500 GB hard disk and 8 GB RAM with Windows Server operating system with 2016 or 2019 version. And a most important thing is we need an RV34X series Cisco router. One thing I want to clear it right now that I don't have access to this RV34X series Cisco router. So this activity is totally based on my learnings from different websites. So let me continue with my topics. The learning outcome will be we will be able to configure and manage network security. At introduction, I want to tell you about some basic terms which has been used in this activity. They are IPsec profiles. This IPsec means the Internet Protocol Security Profiles. Internet Protocol Security Profiles contain information related to the algorithms such as encryption, authentication, and DH group for Phase 1 and Phase 2 negotiations in auto mode. This is advanced level security assigned to networks like we create a secure tunnel to transmit much sensitive information. For this we have to create Phase 1 and Phase 2 negotiations. There is one more term that is auto mode we will discuss in the later section. The second thing is Diffie-Hellman, that is DH group. Diffie-Hellman is a cryptographic key exchange protocol which is used in the connection to exchange pre-shared key sets. As the term itself says, this is a cryptographic key exchange protocol which assigns some pre-shared sets of keys in hexadecimal form. And the third one is ESP and ISA-KMP. The name as is written, it is the appropriate encryption method to encrypt, decrypt, encapsulating security payload and Internet Security Association and Key Management Protocol. Let's move to the next section. We will start activity with our step 1. First of all, we have to log in on the web-based utility of the router and choose VPN, and inside the VPN drop-down we can select IPsec profiles. After going to IPsec profiles, we will see there is a list of profiles which has been predefined. We only have to add IPsec profile which will be useful for us. Right. As you can see that there are 3 profiles already there and there is an add button right there. We can add our IP profiles from there. In step 3, we must name our profile name. We must remember while naming the profile name that the character we will use must be alphanumeric and the keying mode must be auto. And if we are selecting auto mode, it is a secure mode. We have to configure that. And for configuring auto mode, we will go to next section, that is we will select group to 1024 bit which is DH group. Then we will select encryption. First let me clear you about what is this group 2, group 5 and group 1, all these things. You can see that this is phase 1 options. We have started securing our network from phase 1. In the phase 1 option area, we have to select DH group, and in that DH group we have different groups. The group 2 is 1024 bit which says that our computation key will be slower but it must be more secure than group 1. Then group 5 tells us that the computation of the key will be much slower but the network or the DH group we are configuring will be much secure than previous one. After selecting our DH group, we will now come to our encryption drop down list. Inside the encryption drop-down list, we will choose the appropriate encryption method to encrypt and decrypt encapsulating security payload, which we can say that ESP. And Internet Security Association and Key Management Protocol, we can say that ISAKMP, which I have discussed earlier. There are different options assigned here that are 3DAS, which means Triple Data Encryption Standard, then AES 128, that is Advanced Encryption Standard, which uses a 128-bit key, and AES 192 and 256 are also there, which means they are using 192-bit key and 256-bit key. Then we will move to our next section. In this section, we will select the authentication menu. In the drop-down menu, there are three options. One is MD5, second is SHA1, third is SHA2 256. Let's describe each section. What is MD5? MD5 is message digest algorithm that has 128-bit hash value, while SHA1 is secure hash algorithm and it has a 160-bit hash value, which is greater than that of MD5. And SHA2 256 is more secure hash algorithm with a 256-bit hash value. So in this section we are selecting SHA2 256, which is more secure. One drawback is that it is its computation is slow, but we can manage that. Then we will move to the next section. SA lifetime field has a value ranging between 120 to 86,400. The default value is 28,800 and we have used here 28,801. And one thing more to concern about, we will enable the perfect forward secrecy. The perfect forward secrecy means that we can generate a new key for IPsec traffic encryption and authentication. After enabling this perfect forward secrecy, we will move to the next section, that is from the protocol selection. In the drop-down menu in the phase 2 option area, we have to select the protocol type to apply the second phase of negotiation. We can see that the second phase of securing network starts from here, and inside that we can see there is option of ESP and AH. We already know that ESP helps in data privacy services and optional data authentication and anti-replay services. ESP encapsulates the data to be protected. The second option is AH. AH is authentication header and it is a security protocol which provides data authentication and optional anti-replay services. AH is embedded in the data to be protected. We can also take our inspiration from the whole IP datagram. Then in the next section, we will select the encryption system. If we have selected ESP in earlier section, then in this section we will select AES 2056. As I have already told you about, triple DES is triple data encryption standard, and these AES 128, 192 and 256 are advanced encryption standard. When we will use advanced encryption standard 256, then it will be more secure and the computation will be a little slower, but it will provide us a secure tunnel from the path where our sensitive information can pass. Then in the phase 2 option, we have two options, that is SA lifetime and DH group. SA lifetime is all defined earlier, and in DH group we can select more secure method this time, that is group 5 1536-bit. Earlier we have seen that in phase 1 we have selected group 2 with 1024-bit, which was a little slower than group 1 but more secure. But when we will select group 5, then it will be most secure and the computation will be much slower than group 2 and group 1. We have output, that is we have created an IPsec VPN profile right here, and from this security profile, if the sensitive information passes, it will be most secure. Thank you.